Deep in the lush, green jungle, there was a little bear named Benny. Benny had a big dream. He wanted to explore the world beyond the jungle and see what else was out there. So one sunny morning, Benny packed his small suitcase, took a deep breath, and said goodbye to all his jungle friends. With a final wave, Benny set off, ready to explore the big city and discover all the wonders that lay beyond his jungle home. As Benny walked along the jungle's edge, he suddenly heard a loud rumbling sound. Curious, he looked up and spotted a shiny train gliding along the tracks in the distance. Benny's eyes lit up. Maybe that train can take me to see the world, he thought.
Wow! I want to catch the next train! This is New York City. I've heard so much about it. I think I'm going to love it here. But I don't know anyone in this city. Where do I even begin? Well, all I have is this map. Where can I go? So many cars and buses. I've never seen so many vehicles in one place. Wow, this city is so big. And look at all the people rushing around. Where is everyone going in such a hurry? I am tired.
Kind, elderly woman with a gentle smile approached him. Her name was Mrs. Willow, and she had a warmth about her that made Benny feel safe.
Hello there, little bear. Are you lost?
Oh, yes. I'm new here and I don't know anyone. Or even where to go. Oops. I am so sorry.
It's all right. He is new here.
Mrs. Willow welcomed Benny into her warm, cozy home, filled with the comforting scents of tea and freshly baked cookies. Benny settled into a soft chair, feeling safe for the first time since he'd arrived in the big city. As he sipped on a warm cup of cocoa, he began to share his story with Mrs. Willow.
Good night, Willow. Thank for you your meal and stay. We have to find accommodation near here tomorrow.
The next morning, Mrs. Willow and Benny set out together to find a place he could call his own. They strolled through the neighborhood, checking cozy little properties nearby. After a while, they found a small, charming house just down the street from Mrs. Willow's. Benny gave Mrs. Willow a big, warm hug and said goodbye, promising to visit often. As Mrs. Willow waved from the doorway, Benny knew he'd found more than just a home. He'd found a friend who had helped him start his new adventure. Benny realized he needed a job to make it in the big city. Determined to find a place where he could share his skills, he began searching for work nearby. Soon he came across a cozy bakery filled with the wonderful scent of freshly baked treats. Benny's heart skipped a beat. He loved baking, especially his favorite honey buns. The friendly baker welcomed him in and gave him a chance to try baking. With a big smile, Benny put on an apron and got to work, carefully adding a special touch of honey to each batch. The buns were sweet, fluffy, and absolutely delicious. Before long, people from all around the city began lining up to taste Benny's famous honey buns. News of his tasty treats spread quickly, and the little bakery became a beloved spot for everyone in town. Benny the bear had not only found a job, but also his special place in the city, bringing joy to others through his baking. Surrounded by smiles and happy customers, Benny knew he was truly home.